Hey everyone, what's happening? Welcome back to The Bomb Show. I'm Wendy and we thank you for tuning in and supporting. It's great to be here. Anyway, let's get down to business. For this episode, we're teetering on the dimensions between light and darkness, good and evil, heaven and hell. Introducing Gallevarbe or Gallevarbe. We're not sure which. We did the research but couldn't find anything with the definitive pronunciation. So, moving on, Death Siren, Reaper of Souls from the ongoing line of Sideshow Collectibles Court of the Dead series. We were particularly excited about this piece after the superb Queen of the Dead release from the same line. So the box is pretty much what we expected: classy graphics, product photography, and overall layout. And an amazing illustration of Gallevarbe on the front face of the box, and of course a sharp Court of the Dead logo. Finally, inner styrofoam housing safely protect and store the merchandise. Let's get her out. Unboxed and assembled, Death Siren Gallevarbe is actually quite beautiful from a deep, dark, and death-like perspective, that is. It doesn't take much to imagine the seductive prowess or intoxicating embrace from such a creature. Her grave presence is easily disguised by her physical beauty and irresistible illusions. The scantily-clad mermaid drifts in the interdimensional realms separating heaven and hell, which might explain her contrasting beauty and repulsive characteristics. Her attractive face and torso emanate a confident, charismatic, and almost enticing aura, while her serpent-like lower anatomy depict an entirely different being altogether. Here we can only begin to realize the savage and vicious agenda of Gallevarbe, and get a glimpse into the horrific accounts of terror silently drowned in the clutches of the exotic Reaper. Death Siren is absolutely spoiled with detail. The sculpture itself was beautifully executed, combining a smooth and flowing humanesque upper with a wound-covered serpent-like lower half, inviting and seductive above the surface and decayed and grotesque below. Gallevarbe seems to revel in complete comfort despite the presence of several lifeless, twisted, and jagged entities below the surface. The dark and alluring predator gracefully lurks while putrefied remains blanket her cursed terrain. The worst part is, her most recent victims appear to be children, or at least smaller beings, complete with missing parts, bloated bellies, and protruding intestines. Oh yeah, they're also conveniently entangled in her tentacles and lower appendages. So either she particularly fancies children, or she's a great deal larger than a human. Every inch of this piece is covered in super tight detail and well thought out design for a completely believable being in a very bone-chilling encounter. She's like something right out of a vivid nightmare. Death Siren stands just over 2 feet tall and weighs in at just over 19 pounds, and there's plenty going on to stimulate our imagination. Her beaded hair, her ornamental accessories and garments, all skillfully crafted. The most contrasting element on the Death Siren is her semi-transparent amber seaweed, which is adorned by skull and bones of smaller creatures.
Or she could go chest naked and you can see them big ass betties.
I suppose that could be a display option, but moving on. Her webbed hands and clawed fingers, her textured scaling and scarred anatomy, all collectively command attention. Gallevarbe's paint job is simple, subtle, and to the point. The cool hues set a cold and isolating tone, closing in with death's manifestation, while the warmer toned wounds appear pale and lifeless. The neutral headdress and jewelry provides a bridge between tones, perhaps. And finally, the transparent aquatic divider could symbolize the bisecting transcendence of life and the unknown beyond. Or at least that sounds cool as hell to us. If we could have put in a request, it would have been a display option without the water, but that isn't necessary, but it could have been a cool option. What can we say? She's sultry, intoxicating, dangerous, everything we've been warned about all our lives. Why are the bad ones always so interesting? Well, who knows? We think Gallevarbe is a keeper. Congratulations to Sideshow for delivering another gorgeous piece of art. She's very displayable and most certainly a conversation piece. All that on top of it being a Sideshow original. We're certainly fans looking forward to more, and hopefully the upcoming releases continue to satiate the expectations we have for the Court of the Dead from here on in. Until next time, peace and love.